Alright, welcome back to the Caribou Data Science channel. This is Wednesday evening, September the 4th, 2024, and we're going to take a look at the COVID-19 numbers for the United States. We looked at the world numbers last night, so be sure to check out that video if you're interested in the world. And our weapon of choice for this evening, if you pardon the expression you're using your weapon, is as you can see, it's R. We're using R with our studio. Okay. So let's come up here. Let's change this up here. We're going to change this to 4. This is the date of the update. Okay. Not the date and call. And as you can see, we got the usual suspects down there: tidyverse, janitor, scales, forecast, looper, date. We come down here, and we're actually going to pull the date directly from the GitHub website. So when they update this and we run this again, we'll have the information we need. We're actually going to pull out. We're going to do a little cleaning here, of course. Then we're selecting continent, location, which is country, date, total cases, total deaths, new cases, new deaths, and we're going to get rid of this smoothing. We really don't need that. You know, there's not really enough new cases and deaths to really make an interesting smoothing thing. Okay. Save that. Then we're going to extract the year from the date, and we're going to convert the date to a factor. All right. Then we'll do this. Okay, so let's come back up here. Let's run our data here. You know, one thing we can use forecast for besides like you can of course it's designed to do things like a REMA and ETS forecasting, but it also has a basic moving average function. It also looper data, of course, allows us to for instance, to pull out the year from a date or even a date stamp. Okay. Come down here. Let's just see what this looks like here. Clean this out. I like to clean out the data every time I run this. Okay. There we go. You can see it's still trying to load the data. And we can see this right over here. We want to verify that the date is actually being pulled down to date, and it is. So you can see continent, location, again, date, infections, total. This is a reminder, total cases, total deaths. Those are the cumulative total cases and deaths. Okay, you may also want to call it a running total. New cases, new deaths. Those are the numbers for that individual day. Okay, so that means on January 5th, 2020, there were no cases reported all the way down to here. Okay. Then there were 17. Okay. Cases. You come over here, you can see that they're actually. This is kind of interesting, isn't it? Okay, this is sort of interesting because there's no new cases reported all the way. Well, there's one there. Maybe there was a few I just missed. Okay, anyway. So there you have that. Let's come back over to the U.S. then. Let's do one more thing just for the fun of it. We're gonna count the number of we're going to count the number of rows by year where there is does that make sense? And how do we do this? Oh, I forgot to do. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and filter our states for location, okay? So let's try this again. Notice important more data than we need. We can still do this. We can count the number of days per year when new cases or new deaths were reported. Okay? Let's see if this works. Good. So we got our data only for the U.S., right? Let's come down here now. We run this. And so you can see, so this would be the actual, by converting this to a factor, it allows the summary command to count the number of rows by year. But of course, not all these rows actually had new cases and new deaths reported. So we'll come down here then. All right, we're going to do a pipe. Notice I'm using the new improved pipe. Filter greater than 0. Okay. Second, we'll count by year. Let's just see something then. Where's 24? Oh, you know what this must mean? No new cases reported yet, and interesting. Okay, so let's plot this. Let's see how this looks then. Hmm. So does this mean that there hasn't been any new cases reported this year? That's going to make for a fairly very interesting. Okay, well, let's come down to here then. This could be a bit awkward. Okay. There's a problem here, isn't there? Uh, how can you have new deaths reported, but apparently no new cases? Wait. There's all kinds of cases being reported here. How come we're not seeing anything reported? Okay, so how can we have deaths reported from COVID-19 but not cases in 2024? Now these here don't make sense either, okay? Because surely in 2023 we had more than 40 days where 2021, this doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? Because 2022 is 2023 shouldn't have been the biggest year, okay? Right? There's no way. There's no way there should have been more days when deaths are reported in 2023 than 2022 and 2021. That makes absolutely no sense, does it? And then we got deaths reported in 2024, apparently, but but no cases. All right, well, let's just come down, and now we're going to calculate a running total. All right, we already filtered that out. Okay. And we'll just leave this as running total for world, okay? Not quite sure what that means. Is that right? Yeah. So I'm not sure why this isn't working. I'm sure it's something embarrassingly easy. Let's just, I'm sure it's embarrassingly simple, but the trouble is my brain has been dulled a little bit by by ChatGPT. Okay. By the way, this was originally created by ChatGPT anyway, the running total. Okay, this doesn't make any sense, does it? Oh, you know what the trouble is? I got two different things here. This has to go over here. Okay. Hang on a second here. Am I just not reading this right? Oh, the trouble is, there's our problem, I think. Running totals by year. Okay. Come back over here now. So we got that. Visualize world U.S. running total. Okay, now I find this hard to believe. I find it hard to believe that there are more cases in 2022 than 2021. Well, no, that could be right. Yeah, 2023, 2022 would have been the biggest year. Again, we don't have any cases for 2024, oddly enough. But we do have deaths. New cases by date and year. Let's make this it is an area. Interesting, okay. Doesn't look like an area to me, but anyway, again, no cases reported in 2024. Okay. Let's come down to look at running deaths. U.S. Let's come up here. Let's just add one more thing up here to the, let's just add a, so this is new cases. If this is 2 million, this is like 1 million, really ridiculously few cases, right? Now, so this is 100,000. So you're telling me, okay, again, this is cumulative total. Okay, and there's 24. Now what I want to do is, I want to plot now we got deaths. We have a few deaths in the U.S. from COVID-19 in 2024. Okay? Let's save these. how does this work? Okay, here we go. All right. Okay, let's come down here. And what we want to do is okay, good. So let's come back over here now. I hope I'm not missing anybody over here. If you are in the background, by all means, stop by and say hi, okay? Don't be bashful. Hmm. Okay, replace scale factor with a suitable value to align the scales between the two axes. Okay. Ah, very nice. Very nice. Okay, this actually does a good job of showing the caution we gotta take when we're using the total cases, because we had to continue climb up to here. Okay. Now there should have been a little bit of leveling off here, right? But because we have continuing cases over to here, then it leveled off, and you can see over here it starts to level off a little bit. And then we start to see the curve starting to flatten here, right? Then we see it level off. So where's the line? New case. Okay, good. There's one comma. Okay, very good. I misspelled cumulative, didn't I? Now, this may be my best plot yet, And the main point is, it actually worked. Now, supposedly Hadley Wickham doesn't like this. You should have one y-axis with one value on it. But of course, he allows us to do it. He allows us to do it here, and he allows us also to do it like the faster route, where you can set a separate y-axis for each of the panes. So anyway, cumulative. I keep spelling cumulative long.
Here's the definition of cumulative: increasing or increased in quantity, degree, or force by successive additions.
Okay. You know what? That's really the only plot you actually need to a certain extent. Certainly at the daily level. Very nice. But according to this, the numbers never. Again, this is why we use why we split the total cases and total deaths out by year, because this number keeps going up and up and up and up. Even though the numbers fell here, we still don't see a leveling off over here. Okay. Let's come back up here then. Let's do labs. And with that, my dear friends, I'm going to bring this session to a close. Thanks so much for your time, and we'll catch you in a few days with a new session. Okay. But we'll probably be doing COVID-19 once a week, whenever they update the data, because this data is basically a week behind. And we know it's not correct, because for the U.S. they haven't reported any cases in 2024, but they have reported deaths, which is kind of interesting in my opinion. Okay, let's go back over here. bring this. So it's in this stream, two views.